Were you here before? No? I'm standing up for the lives of innocent babies. Equal justice and equal protection under the law. That's all. So under the law, in other words, little innocent babies in the womb should have equal protection just like you, and equal justice just like you.
They're not human yet.
What are they?
Yes, they are.
What are they?
They're fetuses.
Yeah, what does fetus mean? Do you know?
No, but they're parasites in a
What if someone like...
Well, a parasite can't have cannot be of the same variety or
What if
species.
someone gets pregnant, like, out against
Yeah,
their,
what if it's like,
consent
what
or
if they're
will?
like, yeah, what if they got like raped?
That's not human
what if they
rights.
get
It's still,
That's not human rights.
what's that? No, her human rights were violated, absolutely, but it's not right then to violate the human rights of that baby in her womb. I think the rapist should be tried, and if found guilty, I think he should be executed personally.
What if the person that was raped, like, could physically, like, their, like, body
can't
isn't able to give birth, and if they were to give birth, they would die?
That women are able to give birth, and it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing.
Aren't physically able to do it, so then when they have no plan of doing it, and then they
But that's not, I don't know, I've done some study on this. I don't know of any instance where a woman had to kill her baby in order to survive.
my aunt.
She almost died, or the doctors told her she was going to die.
No, if she were to give birth,
Who told her that? What's that? Yeah, I've known many women and people even in my own life that were told by the physician that if they don't kill their baby, she will die, and they have given birth to perfectly healthy children. So the doctors do not know. They're not omniscient. They're not God.
But like a teen pregnancy can like ruin that person's rest of
So we should kill the baby? What about the ruining? But what about the ruining of that child's life?
Does it actually have like a brain or anything?
Yeah,
Of course it does. You know, this is a picture of a child at 7 weeks, right? This is a pencil so that you get an idea how tiny this is. But yet there's eyes and mouth and hands.
kind of cute.
I agree with you.
Well, not now.
That's ridiculous.
You think that's cute?
Yeah, kind of. The hands are adorable.
Yeah, they're human beings. And so all I'm saying is that these are human beings right from the start. From the moment of fertilization, this is a human life that should have equal justice and equal
Who are you
protection.
voting for?
What's that?
Who are you voting for?
I can't vote for either of them.
Wait, why? I agree with
Because both of them believe in child sacrifice. They believe in abortion. They believe that women should have the right to kill their own children.
One of the other parties.
I'm not going to vote for either of them.
But is it,
What about the other
but if you had to
There's nobody that I wouldn't choose. I wouldn't choose.
You're doing what
You know, some would say choose the lesser of two evils, and I would say I'm not going to choose evil, whether it's lesser or greater. So. Yeah, that's a camera for my protection, because sometimes, like I go to college campuses and, you know, in places like this, sometimes people, no, I do it because I care about little babies. See, this sign,
you're doing good.
this sign is from during the time when there was slavery. This was actual drawing that they used. That they did not believe that slaves are human beings. The philosophy of the day was these are not human beings. In fact, there was a decision called the Dred Scott decision. You'll learn about it if you haven't already. That said that slaves are less than human beings. So therefore, they do not deserve equal justice or equal rights, and so we can enslave them. But now, let me just finish. But now, notice how this goes down to the belly button of this baby, because now we don't believe that little babies are human beings. So the philosophy is kill them. They're not human beings. And you have been in your public school?
Yeah.
Okay, in your public education.
We're like a mix.
Yeah, and I taught in the private school. I taught at the master school for a long time. But you are taught in public school. I'm not going to even say education. You are taught by them, and you should challenge them that these are not human beings. Reproductive rights. What about the rights of this baby to reproduce? Right? So,
rights of children like not passed through.
yeah, no, they don't. There's not equal justice for all human beings.
Don't have rights yet.
So someday in your biology class or whatever, and they say, you know, abortion is a human right, well, what about the rights of this little baby to live?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Everybody
Yeah.
has a choice.
But except for the baby, right? That baby, this little baby didn't have a choice, did it? Wait, did the baby have a choice? Yes or no? See, do you see the bad argument? Did this child have a choice?
The baby,
Did the baby have a choice?
The baby's not a
it
baby
needs
yet.
parents
that love.
Yeah, of course. I got a 19-month-old baby, right? Yeah, yeah. But this baby didn't have a choice when they killed it, because this is an actual photograph. So everybody does not have a choice, ma'am.
Well, I don't think that.
Wait, did the baby have a choice? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, the baby chose to be butchered?
The baby.
What is it?
It's just a fetus.
What is it? What does fetus mean? Fetus in Latin means baby, offspring. Go ahead.
There could be a cutoff time.
And when is that? And how do you know?
People should teach their kids to take Plan B. That's what should.
Plan B? Well, how about they teach them not to have sex before marriage, ma'am?
Okay.
Imagine that.
What if you get raped?
That
Well,
would be my
those going deep.
That would be
Do you know who this guy is?
I was married,
Do you know who this?
I was married when I had sex for the first time.
Good. So was I. So was I.
And
So was
I
I.
was raised in a Christian cult.
But yeah, well, that's a terrible thing.
No,
What's the cult?
it's God-based, but my point is that people should have a choice to do what is right for them.
Yeah. What about this child having the right to do what's right for them? Their right was taken. That's why we believe in equal justice and equal protection.
Thanking whoever it was, saying thank you, I'm at peace and I'm happy.
So we should kill babies so they're at peace and they're happy? What kind of cult are you in now? You're in a cult that believes that we should not have equal rights and equal justice.
I just think that young people shouldn't be told these kinds of things. Let them make their choices and help them.
Yeah, let's help them make the choice. Is there right and wrong? Do you think that they should have the choice to kill whoever they want? No. Neither should anybody have the right to kill whoever they want. So your argument does not hold. Yeah, the choice of the baby. So much for that. Your argument was pretty bad. You embarrassed yourself. Do you see? Did you see? Yeah, definitely, because she can't articulate. She's been brainwashed with the rhetoric of everybody should make a choice. And what was the question? What was the question I asked her? What about the choice of the baby?
Yeah, do babies have choices?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, but like, what if you get raped?
That's a terrible thing. The rapist should be tried and prosecuted, perhaps even executed if found guilty. But that child should not be killed because of the sins of a man.
I agree that whoever committed assault should face punishment.
Yeah.
But the fact that you were raped does not give you the right to kill a child.
That's the point.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
It can't survive me.
Neither can my 19. I gotta wait. Let's examine your argument. I have a 19-month-old son. I have to feed him, change his diaper, help him go to bed on time. He cannot survive on his own. Do I have a right? Do I have the right? Yes or no? Do I have the right to kill him?
What if like a young girl? Yeah.
What's that? But is he a human being?
You believe in God. You believe in God, right?
Yes, I do.
Then why did God create miscarriages? It's the same thing as
God didn't create miscarriages. Not at all. God didn't create. God did not create evil. Man, when we sinned against God, when Adam sinned against God, evil came into the world. That's where evil comes from. And how do you know what is evil and what is good?
Also,
What if like a young girl gets raped and then she's like once this baby were
Let me
born,
raise a
she
question.
couldn't like take care of it because she's 10.
What's that? She should give it up for adoption. And it's a terrible thing. And that rapist should be prosecuted and perhaps executed or become the slave and support that. In other words, support that baby for the rest of his life. That's what I think. But to kill, but by that I mean support the baby.
I wasn't born yet, so
Right?
it doesn't matter.
In that sense.
I believe
Like, they don't have
life
a brain
begins at
space.
conception and
Yes.
ends at natural death.
Yes.
It doesn't do any
Amen.
harm.
They don't know that they're dying.
They don't.
Yeah,
They don't have their brain is probably like this small.
it doesn't matter. That doesn't. Knowing whether you are being killed or not does not make a human being. What makes a human being? What makes a human a human?
Stunning.
What's that?
They can breathe air on this earth.
Fetuses breathe. Yes, exactly. Fetuses breathe air through their mother.
Can they feel it?
What's that?
Can they feel them being aborted?
Some of them do, yeah. I was told by a biology major that the first system that develops in a human being is the nervous system. But even still, the ability to feel pain does not make a human being a human being. What makes a human being is that they're made in the image of God, right from the moment of fertilization.
What if somebody doesn't believe in God?
It doesn't still make abortion right. I mean, somebody doesn't believe in God and kills murders a person. Should they go to jail? Well, who cares? I mean, the Bible says, "Thou shalt not murder." So you have just.
Everyone believes in God, but
Yeah, I don't.
I am proving the point that there's objective right and wrong, and that murder is murder when you take the life of an innocent person.
What if it doesn't know it's gonna kill?
What's that?
It just like disappears. It doesn't know it's gonna kill.
No, they don't disappear. They get killed.
Like when you're born, you literally don't know.
let's say that you don't want this child and then they don't get an abortion. Do you want the child to be on the streets?
No, give it up for adoption.
Okay, but what if that doesn't end up working?
No, there are adoption. There are many people that want to have a baby, and we'll take it.
Okay, but
I'll take the baby. I would take the baby.
Do you want to be
Wait, what are you arguing? That there are instances where we have a right to kill another human being? Is that all your argument?
It's not.
We're gonna argue. We're gonna kill a human being because.
Human being, if it is fully out.
No, I'm calling it a human being from the moment of fertilization.
Breathing air. It is not.
So what?
Human.
Breathing air does not make it a human being.
that's literally
They are made.
enough in
The
this-
moment of fertilization, we have something that's alive and developing.
Not alive yet.
Then why do you have to kill it?
Because it's not alive.
Wait. You have to kill it because it's not alive.
No. Oh my God.
That's what you said.
Josie, why are you over there?
I've taught students your age, and I've had these arguments many times in schools. What's that? I used to teach at the master school.
People let you go to their school. Yeah, people let you go to school.
Oh, they can't stop me from, as far as universities and stuff.
The 10th graders talk about abortion, about how they want to kill.
I could go outside of whatever school I want on the sidewalk. I can.
Yeah, but isn't that their
It
property?
said that the definition.
Oh, I can't go on their property, but if it's public property like this, they can't do anything.
Yeah, but it's that.
The definition
What's that?
of a human being is when a homo species was born.
What's a homo?
Well, based on what? How do you know that?
Because
I
we just
just
searched
researched.
it
Right?
up.
Yeah, you looked it up, what? The internet.
Oxford Dictionary.
the dictionary defines what is life and not. Let me ask you again. When a egg is fertilized, is it alive?
I don't know.
It's not alive. It's not going to develop into anything if it's not alive. Is it alive?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it a human life inside of the woman's womb?
It's probably
What kind of life is it? Is it a dog life?
a little worm.
Is it a giraffe life?
Wait, so
Wait, it's a human life.
why are you
So,
talking to us about this?
because you're being indoctrinated in your public
you
education
are.
right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be arguing with me. You don't even realize you're being indoctrinated. The design of public education. What's that? Indoctrinated. I know it's a big word for public school students.
Turning us into what we think, but everybody should have their own opinion.
But you're not allowed to have your own opinion in your public school. But you all, how come you all have the same opinion?
If everybody has the same opinion, that's the same.
But what is your opinion? I agree with you. And what is opinion based upon?
Are you allowed fighting for this? Everybody should make
Of course
their
I
own
am.
choice.
Yeah.
If someone doesn't, if someone,
No, you're sitting having a conversation.
if someone doesn't agree with abortion, then they shouldn't have to. They don't have to make that choice. That is their choice. But if someone does want to abort a baby, that
But what about this
That doesn't
this
make it
choice?
right.
Yeah, it doesn't make it right. And it's still a human being.
Stop fighting with
What about the life of that and the choice of that baby?
You're a male.
It doesn't matter. A woman cannot get pregnant without a male.
I'm a man doesn't mean my opinion doesn't matter.
That's very intelligent. Is that your IQ? Right, guys?
We'll see this somewhere.
Yeah. Norman Patterson. It'll be on YouTube.
Norman, like
It'll be
Friedman.
Is that like a web?
no, Norman Patterson.
Is that a website or like on the like?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, you.
Yep.
When are you
Yep.
gonna post it so I can see?
Probably tomorrow or the next day.
Where are
Yeah.
you posting it?
On my website, on YouTube, Norman Patterson.
Amelia, so say somebody didn't want to have a kid and they wanted an abortion. Does that make it right?
Yes, if I get pregnant, I don't want the kid. I'm getting an
Yes,
abortion.
I'm raped. I do not want the kid.
to me
If
how it
I
makes
was
it
raped
right.
now, I
How
do
does
not
it make
want
it
a
right?
child.
How
I
does it
am
make
in
it
middle
right?
school.
How does it make
So why would you kill that?
Yes,
Yeah.
it makes
how does it
it
make it right?
I'll subscribe to you.
Wait.
Middle school.
Okay, but how does it make it?
We cannot raise a child right now. What if we were fucking raped on the street? What if for adoption? It's better than being dead.
just want to go get a cookie, guys.
That's another picture of a baby that was slaughtered. You see, back in, yeah, it was killed. It was butchered. Do you really want to see it? This is what they don't tell you in school. This is an actual picture of a child that was butchered.
I got a question. Where's the tag poster? How did the pencil get in there?
The person put a pencil in it to give perspective when they took the picture. So, you know how sometimes you want to have, you put a dime next to something so you see? Well, that gives you an idea how tiny this little person was.
Did you draw that?
No. The pencil's to give it perspective. You know how if you took a picture of something small, you put a dime or a penny? So they just put a pencil point so you could see how tiny it is. Yeah, it's very small.
Everybody start off that small?
So back in slavery times, they used to make pictures of people in slavery because people's hearts were hard towards slaves. They didn't think that they were human beings. So this is called a victim sign that helps people understand that this is an actual human being that was killed, was slaughtered.
I know that's real and all, but it looks kind of crazy.
Well, yeah.
It's like a doll.
Yeah, it's awful. It's a terrible thing. But well, you don't. You don't.
How'd they get that picture? Wait, is that
Somebody took it after an abortion. I don't know. What they usually do in certain, I do know actually. They dilate the cervix and then they take a clamp.
What that means?
You don't know what a cervix is?
No, I'm failing school.
They go in, they dilate the cervix, and they grab the leg and they pull it off. And then they go back in and pull off the other leg.
I don't think they
And then
do like
oh yeah, they do. In certain stages with this one. And then they go in and they find the head and they rip the head off.